Hi, I'm Craig Carmichael. This video is about converting a gasoline lawn tractor to electric. Okay, this is my lawn tractor that I got from the junk. And what we have at the top here is a Kelly motor controller, KBL 300 amps, 24 to 48 volts. We have my homemade electric hubcap motor, Turquoise Energy electric hubcap, and in here is a stack of 10 Panasonic lithium-ion batteries. That gives you 36 volt, charges up to about 4. Charge some higher than that. And then we've got let's see, 350 amp fuse, 400 amp contactor, and let's see, then some plugs and things. We have a pulley. This is an interesting little piece of luck, was that the original double pulley fit right onto this motor shaft. I even had a hole in it so I could tap it. It was just the right size for the original bolt that held it onto the shaft. There's been quite a lot of talk about high efficiency axial flux brushless motors lately. I made mine in 2011, and you can find my work in my monthly issues of Turquoise Energy News. You can type in turquoiseenergy.com, which will redirect you at the present time to turquoiseenergy.neocities.org. On a related note, I'm planning, and have been for quite some time, to build an improved version and larger version of the electric hubcap, and I was going to put it in my Chevy Sprint car and hopefully get it on the road. Again, 36 volts. I don't know why you need hundreds of volts for a car. Might as well keep it at a safe voltage. This thing activates the mower. This pedal is forward and this one is back, and then you have to let out the clutch pedal here, but it's already so loose that nothing happens unless you pull it up with your toes, and then the thing starts moving. So I don't know most of this yet. The cover won't fit on properly because of the battery being larger and farther forward than I had expected, but it does run, so there. I've got a current meter which has been running from like 10 to 30 amps to run the thing around. Motor's going faster than I expect, so I may want a different pulley to drive it, but I'll take it for a short ride. You can see it running. Okay, let's see if we can blow it up here. I haven't made the actual controls yet. I've got the test control from Kelly motor controllers. have it as it is so far. Again, it's got switch for power and control, brake control in case you want to do regenerative braking, and forward and reverse. And that plugs into J2 on the controller, which is kind of hard to see in there. It's got one set. The whole thing has leads to plug into the hall sensors for the magnets. Of course, the motor controller has 3 power phase wires for the motor, and I used a plug to connect to the battery after the contactor and fuse. And what else? Oh yes, so this controller has a alligator clip lead to plug into the power. So now you have the power, but didn't have anything to plug into the contactor to make it activate, so I drilled a little hole and put another switch to the power so that when you turn the power on, it activates the contactor. When I'm done, I'll have the power switch will go through the key switch and the seat switch, so that if you come off the seat, you'll automatically stop. But you don't have to start the tractor again because it's electric, not gas. And I'll have this speed control pedal here. But I think I'm going to need, oh yeah, and a forward reverse switch up here somewhere. And I'm thinking I'm going to need some kind of a RPM control so that the motor doesn't rev up as you go downhill and slow down when you turn the mower on or when you go uphill. Okay, it's the 22nd, day after the summer solstice, 2026, and we have more things done now. We have the roof put on the battery box. We already had the fuse and the main contactor, the Electric Hubcap motor made in about 2011, 2010. And we've got the Kelly motor controller here. We made a new J2 with all the different cables. So we've got the reverse switch up on the dash, which is either forward or reverse. There is no neutral, contrary to the instruction diagram. And we've wired it into the key here. So we turn the power on with the key to fire up the contactor, and we've put in a pedal here. Should be good audio that way. And we've got from the wiring connector to J2 in the Kelly controller, we have the hall sensors, the pedal, and we've got the switches up here. So now it runs sort of official. I definitely want it to run faster with a lower motor speed. And then I've got to replace the pulleys on the mower deck with smaller pulleys, so it runs quite a lot faster at a lower motor speed. I took out these quite large pulleys going to the mower blades, and at the store I found a box with some smaller pulleys, so I bought those. I may need to shorten the belt or something. And I guess we need a hood. And then, of course, the things I really want, which is a rear basket to put things in, sticking out the back here, and a front shovel to be able to carry things, if not to dig, then at least to go up to a dig and then just shovel the dirt into it and carry it off, and to just throw, after splitting firewood, throw the firewood in the bucket and lift it up and take it to the firewood shed with the tractor instead of the wheelbarrow. And in the process of getting things to speed up, I'm going to get rid of this silly drive belt with all these pulleys, as well as the forward and reverse pedals, which are kind of silly things, and then this thing that locks the pedal, and the clutch over on the other side that I actually have to lift up with my toes to get it to engage for some reason. We'll get it down to one pulley in the middle just to tension it. Okay, I've hauled out all these superfluous forward and reverse pedals and clutch and all them linkages, and got a shorter belt. It's 86 inches, so it runs from the motor small pulley up there, drive pulley, and I put this in here, this it's a spring. I'm not sure I got the spring tight enough yet, it might slip. Anyway, then it goes back to a very small pulley at the rear end. So we've eliminated all the superfluous stuff that was needed for the gas engine. So there's the original pulley, which looks like about 4.5 inch, and a 2.5 inch pulley that I found. So the tractor should go a lot faster without revving up the motor so high. Now this is the forward neutral reverse lever on the transmission. It takes a crazy amount of pressure to move it, as if someone is standing on a foot pedal or something. I took from the scrap things this rod here that fits through the hole at the end, and then I just brought it up here and I don't know if I can't see what's happening there, but I put this bolt in here to hold the end of the rod, to hold the lever in the forward position. Of course, to go backward, I turn the motor in reverse. Well, something is still slipping now, so I've got the new belt on and everything, and I'm hoping it's the belt and not that I haven't managed to get the forward lever far enough forward. Won't be going up any hills. Or maybe the transmission just doesn't like backing up. I wonder. If I put the camera underneath, maybe I can see what's slipping. I was hoping I don't run over it. Yeah, that's what it was. You can see the idler pulley when it's going backwards. It's being pulled. The motor's pulling and tending to push the idle pulley, so it just slips. But when you're going forward, it's tugging directly on the drive pulley. So it works. That's why it's better in forward than reverse. Okay, so there's the hole I had for the spring, and I drilled another hole a little farther over to give it some more tension, and so it should be pulling on this pulley and keeping the belt stretched a little better. Okay, some of the later refinements. I've got a voltmeter on here. Actually, it's a power monitor, but I'm just using the voltage so I can tell what my battery state of charge is. And I put in this 1.5 inch pulley. It's the smallest one I had. It had a 1/2 inch shaft. I drilled it out to 9/16 of an inch. And when I did that, I could pound it onto the splined shaft on the transmission. So it's pounded on there, and then I welded it a bit at the top. And when I pounded it on, it made little grooves in the inside of the pulley. So it should be quite well stuck in there. And then I finally got the... You'd think I'd clean that out for a video. Anyway, I got the rear basket on there so I can carry around tools and things. It was pretty simple. I didn't even have to do any welding. I think this is off an IKEA couch, these two bars, 3 bars here. And they had this end welds done on them, and then I just bolted the pieces together, made them the right size for this basket. So there it is. I'll probably do an update video of a couple of changes and improvements, and maybe get that front bucket on. But for now, I'm happy with the conversion. It's working quite well, and that's it. Can you believe it's July?